Well, guess what they've done out in California? Guess what kind of bird don't fly, Brian? A jailbird. They finally arrested old Raja Jackson, the delinquent adult son of the former UFC champion, whatever weight division he was in, Quentin Rampage Jackson, for bashing Psycho Stu's head in that. I guess people have heard about it by now. I would normally give more history, but goddamn, I think more people have heard about this than the fucking assassination of Kennedy. So I won't give other details besides Roger Jackson beat up Psycho Stu. Everybody was up in arms. It's been a month. Nothing was done. And finally, they arrested him, but they arrested him on not only arrested him, I should say, but they arrested him on a felony. A felony. And he was in jail, I guess, till is California like a 24-hour deal where you can just bail out at any time? I heard he got out at 5 o'clock in the morning. Jails out here close at night and don't open that early in the morning.
It says here, it was 5:09 Pacific time. Yeah, it is 5:09 in the morning. I don't know how that happened.
Look, they must have extra special good service out there to be able. You tried to get some kind of bail or anything else around here about 3 o'clock in the morning. What the fuck? Throw a bucket of water on him.
Yeah, this is from TMZ. The update as of today, as we are recording, 5:09 a.m. Pacific time. TMZ Sports has learned that Roger Jackson was booked on a felony charge of battery with serious bodily injury. He's already bonded out, a jail official tells us.
But anyway, nevertheless, it's still an arrest and still a felony. And I'm trying to find the exact charge here because I have an article in front of me. But
what do you think about the fact that it took this long?
Well, I mean, it's not like somebody robbed a bank, knocked somebody over the head to some stranger and took off. It wasn't a cut and dried thing like that. I guess they had to. Well, we got to figure out what happened here and what we ought to do. And of course, then it became paperwork and going through channels. And so, yeah, in a big city, I'm not surprised. But nevertheless, this fucking guy is obviously going to have some difficulty getting out of this because he's admitted to everything they're going to charge him with on the video that he fucking shot or had shot, was cooperating with shooting. So besides, I don't know how in the world he's going to find an attorney to take his case or any kind of competent attorney to take his case. He's fucked himself. And again, I don't know where Psycho Stu's head is at, because if he's going to be called to testify, and even if he says, no, I don't want to press charges, it's a misunderstanding. Well, just tell us what actually happened. Well, I don't know because he knocked me out and then I woke up in the hospital. What's it?
I can't imagine a more clear-cut case of felony assault. I mean, it's on video. Everyone has seen it, even no matter what set it up. If you want to be one of these people attacking Psycho Stu for drinking before the show or trying to set up the angle or apologizing, whatever it was, it doesn't matter. The assault still happened, and it was on video, and there were witnesses, and there were people there who saw the whole thing go down, including Roger Jackson running away. So I can't imagine a more open and shut case than this. Can you?
Well, no. And that's why, Rampage Jackson may be a Hall of Fame fighter, but goddamn, he's a weasel in trying to get out of shit in every other way. Since this whole thing started, he has gone through, or at least floated, laid the groundwork for every kind of goddamn legal defense. And it's one thing one day and one thing the next day. the latest stuff, remember, was that, well, I ain't spoke to him since then. I'm not cutting him off forever. Well, yeah, here's the quote on this story. I'm not cutting him off forever. I just haven't talked to him.
Who paid the bond?
Well, we'll get to that in a second. But then he said, well, I think he shouldn't go to prison. He should go to jail, maybe do a little time or community service, go to anger management class. The first time he heard about it, the first thing he heard was, well, he had a concussion in training a couple weeks ago. Well, then the guy with the can gave him a concussion. Well, wait a minute. That's fake wrestling. He's a real fighter. He shouldn't have got involved. They shouldn't have put him in that. And then it's, well, he hadn't been the same since his mother got murdered. I don't even know. Then it was, well, he hadn't been doing what I tell him to do since he became an adult. Now he's trying to put some space in there. He's an adult because he knows he might have some liability. Then it's been all over the fucking page.
Yeah, I saw them blame some MMA reporter. They claimed that he was racist, and then I saw a whole bunch of people say, I read him all the time. He's not racist. Like, Rampage Jackson has taken every side of this. From, yes, he should go, to, I will do whatever I can to protect him and anyone attacking him as a racist, to, I think, I could be wrong, but I believe some of the quotes I saw for him, he may be one of the people also kind of putting some of the blame on Psycho Stu.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing, is that he's been in public statements. It's like the last thing that somebody said to him in a way of, well, you ought to make sure they know he's an adult, or you ought to make sure you know that this was a scripted thing and he's a fighter, or whatever legal plan they might have had at that exact moment is what he's blurted out of his mouth. Or you can't get any on you, say he ought to do a little jail time, but not prison, or just, what. So I think this guy's a fucking idiot too, to be quite honest with you. I think he's a family of fucking idiots.
Yeah, they're lucky it's not attempted murder, quite frankly.
What I had two different, I had two different articles and I cannot find what the exact charge was. Booked on a felony charge, this says, but I can't. It was some type of felonious fucking assault with intent to, I don't know.
Felonious monk.
Fuck out of.
Yes,
I don't know. Felonious monk. Yes. I cannot find this job. Well, anyway, I'm just a small town bird.
Battery.
Lawyer.
Felony charge of battery with serious bodily injury.
Serious bodily injury. That's exactly what I just said. So see, you repeated me. And that sounds like enough to me for people to chew on for a little while. So we do wish Roger Jackson very well in his future endeavors, which include trying to find any competent lawyer that could defend this fucking open and shut case. He might as well just not even throw, but splay himself on the mercy of the court, shouldn't he?
Makes you wonder what's going to happen to a guy like that if he goes to jail. Is he going to be as tough there? Is he going to have to, who knows? For the rest of this guy's life, he's going to have to wonder about if there's a wrestler behind me ready to attack me.
Well, I know that you often think about what it would be like if somebody went to jail, Brian, but I think
I've got a few candidates. With
Raja, it's not good. If it was Rampage Jackson, I'm sure they would treat him like God, because regardless of what he might have done, unless it is something involving children or whatever that's frowned upon in that environment, they was still here's one of the toughest fighters ever, and here's a UFC champion, here's a big time celebrity. You wouldn't fuck with him. But isn't Raja Jackson, who beat up an unconscious guy, going to be viewed as the George Goulas of Sons of Prison and UFC, and like this fucking little prick? And let's make sure he's real welcome.
He may sound like George Goulas after they get through with him in prison.
Yeah, a couple of fucking shots to the face. Let's see how you'd like to lose a few of your teeth there, Raja. But I don't think that he'll have any kind of, the only reason he's a celebrity is because of this. and he's a disappointment to the the celebrity that they would look up to.
Well, adios,
Uh,
Roger. We'll be following the trial when it happens.
yes, we will, and when we wish you well again in your future endeavors. But you know what he's going to need to do, don't you, Brian?
I
Old Roger Jackson, he is going to need to stock up on things that are going to make his life a little easier, make his life looking just a little bit better, just a little more hopeful, just helping him unwind, just helping take the stress away, working on his mental his mental wellness.
It sounds like Jim's been
Things
sampling
like
some
that.
of the product. Keep going, Jim.
Well, I'm just trying to tell you the physical and mental wellness is what I was trying to say. He's going to need stuff that does all of that. And that's why he's stocking up right now, because he knows he's going away to the big house. He's going to be boarding with the warden, living on the bounty of the county. And he is stocking up on Cornbread Hemp's CBD gummies right now because they are formulated to work with your body, Brian, not against it. See, he was working against old Psycho Stu's body.
Well, again, we don't have any reason to suspect or know that Roger Jackson is a customer of Cornbread Hemp, and it would probably help him to have some Cornbread Hemp in his life.
Well, you know, that's a true statement because I don't know that he is smart enough to be a customer of Cornbread Hemp. He's getting that underground off-brand discount Temu type of CBD, probably on the street corner down there next to the elementary school. But instead, Cornbread Hemp, they're based right here in Louisville, Kentucky, and we don't have any elementary schools. Our kids are all born ready for high school. And they are based in Louisville, and they are processing pure and potent CBD because they only use the best part of the hemp plant, the flower. And whether it's stress, discomfort, or just needing a little relaxation in your life, Cornbread Hemp CBD gummies are made to help you feel better. Formulated to relieve all those bad things that I talked about, and they're third-party lab tested and USDA organic to ensure safety and purity. As a matter of fact, they are USDA organic. They come from the finest cows. Cow byproduct. That's what the CBD is. Because I see that USDA organic sticker on every steak and rump roast in the Kroger meat counter there.
Rump roast.
So you know it's good. Yeah, the steaks and the rump roasts. Do you ever roast a rump?
I don't think I've ever had rump roast.
Oh, for heaven's sake. You know what? You need a good flank steak.
I love flank steak. I have flank steak all the time.
Well, then you're right next to the rump roast. Folks, once again, third-party lab tested, USDA organic. It's the Cornbread Hemp CBD gummies that have the full spectrum. The watermelon, the berry, the peach. They're good for you, and they're so good. And right now, you're going to be able to save 30% on your first order. Just go over there to cornbreadhemp.com/JCE. Use the code JCE at checkout. Cornbread Hemp, of course, that's spelled like corn and bread and hemp.com/JCE. 30% off your first order. And then you can soar with the eagles instead of scratching with the chickens.
Again, very popular here at Last Manor, popular at Castle Cornette, as well as so many homes around these great states of ours. Cornbread Hemp, one more time, Jim. That promo code.
That promo quo? Well, it's cornbreadhemp.com/JCE. Use the code JCE at checkout for 30% off your first order. And once again, it's blissful to be unstressful. Yeah, I just made that up.